Put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here?
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. That's right. We're the spinoff from the web series The Two Dicks. Another live, in-person podcast. I'm Al Ducharme. That is Al Romas. What is going on? Where are we today?
We're in Tampa Bay at the Hilton Garden Inn Airport edition, I would imagine. I don't know if it's called that.
There's a few of them.
But it's across the street from the airport, not too far from Charlie's Steakhouse and Corona Cigar Company. So we got to do a little of both last night. You got in around 5:30?
I think, yeah, somewhere around there.
I remember.
My plane landed a good 45 minutes before I was able to get my luggage, and you retrieved me, but you went to the cell phone parking lot, and it was raining out, and people just don't know how to drive here when it
They
rains.
forgot how to drive. They weren't in any kind of rush at all. And I think it took from you texting saying you were outside with your bag maybe 20 minutes to go from the cell lot to the American Airlines pickup area. I don't know. And, airport driving anyway. People get freaked out. There's cars on the side of the road with their blinkers on, flashers. They're trying to figure out things. But a little rain, and the temperature dropped a little bit. So, it took a little while. But
you know what annoyed me was all these families were picking up family members. So they open up all their doors. Now it's cars everywhere. You can't move. And people are tooting and cops are blowing their whistles saying, move it along, move it along. It was just extra congestion. And they would open all the doors on their vehicles to go out and hug somebody. And then they go, oh, my goodness, you look great. Oh, that's a beautiful dress.
Move it along.
And they're having this meeting, a family gathering. And the cops are going, come on, let's go, go. Move it, people. And they're just lackadaisical about it.
That was a little Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle right there.
What's that?
You did the cop voice, sounding a little Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I already did. I did him last.
You did him last one, but the cop was sort of Rocky.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my ass.
And then the cop doing
again.
Then the cop doing the come on, people, move along. Do that now is Rocky.
Come on, people, let's move along.
There you go. That was the cop.
It almost was a John Shipman there. Let's go, people. Let's go. Drink them up.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let's go. Okay, people. So, we got you and then picked you up at the airport.
Got you.
Finally got through all that nonsense and went over to Charlie's Steakhouse. If you haven't been, folks, and you're in the Tampa area ever, treat yourself to an evening.
If you got $1,000, you can burn. Go to Charlie's Steakhouse.
Yes, it's not inexpensive. Let's put it that way.
It's very good quality.
Yeah.
I love the place. I think it's my 4th time there. I've been there 3 times with you, and I went once alone when I was overnighting in Tampa, and you were out of town. I just went,
I wasn't really out of town.
What an asshole.
Didn't want to see you.
Well,
Sorry,
you missed
man.
your free steak dinner.
But it's something, man. It's like a great barbecue joint. You can smell the barbecue outside. That's Charlie's. When you walk up to Charlie's, you're getting a whiff of that steak already. The grills are in the bar area. The whole place just has that smell going. And I thought it was funny because my girlfriend Kelly is a vegetarian. And we said it was her birthday just for fun. Mm-hmm. The waiter must have thought, wow, that's really nice of him. He brings his girlfriend, who's a vegetarian, to a steakhouse for her birthday.
She ordered the vegetable pasta.
Yeah, it looked pretty good, actually.
And yes. Yeah. And then we ordered the Chateaubriand, medium rare, 20 ounces. They came to the table. They cut it in half. We each got 10 ounces. Your niece had a filet.
She did a filet.
Exquisite.
Yes.
And we had, first we had, before dinner cocktail, we had the old fashions for the old guys.
Smoked old fashioned. Very nice. Very nice.
And then the girls showed up about 20, 25 minutes later because they were getting ready. They had to get ready. And and then we sat down and we had that wonderful 2.5 hour meal.
We went. We did the wine. It was kind of odd. We did the half bottle of wine, Alfred and I, and then that's one glass each.
Well, it was a heavy pour because you're getting 1 1/4.
But we needed another glass, so we did another half bottle.
We did the Rioja the second time around. And I'll tell you what, you said you liked the Rioja, and we liked the first one.
The Prisoner, Orange
had it
Swift,
before.
if you've had them, it's fantastic wine. But I like the Rioja, I think, a little better.
It went well with the meat.
Yeah, the Chateaubriand.
I was in Spain recently.
Were you in Spain?
I was recently in Spain.
You've been traveling.
I've been doing a little traveling.
Interesting.
And
I didn't know about
but
that.
You'd go to a restaurant in Spain or in Portugal. We were in Portugal too, or Italy, and you ordered a bottle of their house wine, and it's like €7, which is right now equal to the dollar.
Wow.
Whereas here, you order a glass of wine, it's $18.
Yeah. Yes. So we had so the 2 half bottles, and then we had the espresso martini. Espresso martini, delish. They do a hell of an espresso martini at Charlie's.
Floating beans.
Don't eat them.
But he said, don't eat the beans.
Don't eat them. That was the waiter's tip as he walked by. Don't eat those beans. We're like,
Because if you have
I'd planned on
Zambuca and it has a coffee bean in it, you bite into it and it explodes.
yeah. I never bite into those though.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. It's
all
like
right.
a rush of caffeine that's been marinating in the Zambuca.
Okay. I just never. Yeah, thought it was more decorative than biting into it actually, but.
Well, it looks like little rat turds floating around.
Yeah, not appealing. And then we went over to Corona cigars, which used to be Davidoff.
Right.
If you're in the Tampa area,
He said, you know what? Let's save $250,000 a year
Yeah.
and drop the Davidoff name because the contract expired.
yeah, just take down the sign. That was it.
$250,000, boom, in their pockets.
And yeah, and now they're Corona, but we closed it actually. That was the first. I've never been.
I was in the men's room.
They were doing a Let's Go people.
That's my side hustle, by the way.
Yeah, we know.
All of a sudden, it sounded like John Shipman was out there. Let's go, people. Let's drink them up. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. And we got the boot from Corona around midnight. I guess was probably midnight. I think on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I dropped you off here at the hotel. I went home, and then as I got home, I'm going to bed, and then Alfred was texting me. There was some kind of a ruckus here. What was happening?
Well, I
It was a
checked
commotion.
It's a big hotel. It's a big hotel, and I looked into the parking garage, which is right there. I don't particularly like that. I like to be up higher when I'm in a hotel in case there's a fire. I like the action of running out of a building on fire.
Yeah.
Or trying to figure out how to get out of the building. Here, I just step out and watch everybody.
I've never heard
burn.
anyone disappointed
Yeah,
that
I
they're
was
not in
disappointed. I like to live on
a
the
more
edge. I want
difficult
some
room in case
excitement.
there's a fire. But okay,
Trying to take more chances and risks in
yeah,
my life
that's
instead of
good.
playing it safe.
That's a good call at this age. Yeah, about time.
No, but it's this is a handicap room, which is great if you're handicapped. But
Right.
like look the window, look how low it is.
Yeah.
The door has 2 peepholes, one for someone who's 4'10", and one is for someone in a wheelchair, and then the bathroom is it's like a drain in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, and a wheelchair
Yeah,
shower.
and it's just
Yeah.
And then next door there was a dog barking a little bit, so it was like a combination of things. So I just said, I called up. I said, hey, can I get another room higher up? I wanted to get a little bit of a view.
And this is like 1 a.m.
Midnight.
No, we got. We left
12:30.
Yeah. Okay. 12:30. So you call the front desk. You're like, hey, there's a dog barking. I don't.
Well, I could tell it was a red flag when I came in. She goes, Mr. Ducharme. As soon as I walked in, I go, yes. She goes, here's your room, room 123. Here you go. Have a nice evening. I'm like,
How did she know it was you?
because it was 12:30. I was the only one checking in. She guessed.
She made a guess. Okay.
She made a guess.
Because you could have been just any weary
So
traveler.
as soon as I get in there, I go, hey, can I get another room? She goes, oh, we're completely sold out. And I'm like, I look in the parking garage. I'm like, they're not sold out.
We're calling bullshit.
They don't want to do that. And she said, well, that room rate. I go, well, how much are the rooms here? Meanwhile, I have it on my phone. It says $139. She says, it's $300.
No, come on. That's the Chateau
Well,
Lebrun.
that was line number 2.
That's the Chateaubriand, not the fucking room.
Oh my, how much was that?
We don't know. I don't know.
But there was no price on it.
There was
It
no
wasn't even
price.
on the menu.
There was no price.
The dessert was how How much was the dessert?
I don't know. I don't really. But we had the espresso martinis.
$18. The espresso martinis were 18. Everything was 18. 18. It was a very expensive.
Because I asked the waiter, I go, how much is the Chateaubriand? He goes,
I don't quote.
I don't quote prices. So I was like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was north of $100.
You go to the Outback, they quote prices for you.
Yeah,
But,
I think it was $1.25.
You think so? For 20 ounce?
At least $100.
Yeah.
Your niece's fillet was 55.
Yeah.
So we had.
No, it had to be at least $100 for because it was 20 ounce, 10 each. So that
It may have been $1.25.
I think probably
15.
that makes more sense. Yeah, in the 55, 60
Yeah.
each, so 120. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Mere fascination.
Yeah.
Bag of shells. You know? Ralph Cramden.
And this
Mere
one, when
bag
he gets
of
going,
shells.
he goes,
Mere bag
you
of
want
shells.
you want an espresso martini? They're really good here. I go, no, I'm good. I'm good. He goes, 3 espresso martinis, and there's 4 of us. So I'm thinking he's ordering it for Kelly, his girlfriend. And Kelly goes, all right, I'm going to head out. I have an early morning. She leaves, and there's an espresso martini in front of me. I'm like, oh.
Drink
But,
up, Nancy.
I don't have any shows tonight.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have 2 nights off before I perform. So
Yeah. Then we had a couple beers over at Corona, and Olivia was going to the bar and buying drinks and bringing them back. And what the hell, right?
Mm-hmm. Is this my 3rd time in Tampa this year since February? I think we did.
This year?
Yeah, we did 3 podcasts in person. We did in my hotel room, and then we did one in the car
Oh.
in front of the sandwich shop,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and then this time. So
And
this
Cathedral.
That's in Cathedral.
Yeah.
So we did 4 in person this year,
Cathedral was your birthday. When was your birthday?
February.
February. That was, we went,
I was
did
here
one
in
there.
January, February.
I think the hotel one was last year, the first hotel.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
I
maybe.
think that was because I remember having, the apartment in Tampa and going to it from there. So I think that was the fall of 2021.
And our listeners they're
They're
the
interested.
edge of their
This
seat
is what
right now, trying-
they crave. They want to know more about us
the comedian's life
and
what's going
the
on here.
comedian's life. Now today is Monday, recording on the Monday for next week. But you're going on Celebrity
Constellation.
the Constipation
Heading right through the Caribbean,
mm-hmm.
all the way down
down,
to South America somewhere.
and so 4 days on the ship.
I'll be on the ship 4 days. I get off in Colombia
Colombia, huh?
and through Miami. Yeah, you won't see me again. It's over. They're gonna sell me into middle-aged man
Jesus
slavery.
Christ! Oh,
It's gonna be.
That's
Well, you know what it is. That's why I didn't bring the fancy equipment to because I'd have to put that in my luggage.
yeah.
And
No,
I know
smart.
when you check your luggage in Colombia, they go through your luggage.
They
They're not
should.
looking for bombs or weapons. They're
No.
looking for valuables.
Yayo. That's quite a, I wish you luck, man. That is quite a journey from Colombia.
I've done it before, but I haven't done it in years.
Yeah, no, I haven't done
They used
years.
to arrange your travel. Now they're like, you're responsible for your own travel. So I've gotten in some of the. You ever get into
What do
one
you
of
mean
these
you're
taxis?
responsible
It
for
doesn't
your
say
travel?
taxi on it.
Oh, you mean to the airport
Yeah.
in Colombia? They're not giving you.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I'll have to find out when I get on board. Yeah. So, but you ever get in one of these taxis in one of these third world countries? It doesn't say taxi on it. It's just some guy. We're all going to take you to the airport.
Oh, it's like a station wagon with
Yeah,
a cracked
he-
windshield
I
and
don't
a blanket
speak Spanish.
on the
He doesn't
seat.
speak English.
Yeah.
And we get in it. I'm with another entertainer, and we're just going through. All of a sudden, he just starts going through some side road.
Yeah,
or
it's
behind
it's
a garage,
wild.
And he goes, "I'll be back."
Yeah.
And he gets out. Shut your door.
I've done it.
And he goes into some building somewhere. I'm like, what, is he taking a dump? Is he
It's-
just- and he comes back out. Give me your passports.
Yes,
And we just give him our passport, and he leaves again.
it's crazy. Yeah, no markings on the
He's
building
done-
of official anything. It looks like somebody's little shack, and he needs your passport in there.
And then he comes back and he hands them to
It's
you.
very strange.
And they have a stamp on it.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's happening, if they're stealing your identity. I didn't even know if he was going to come back.
A lot of times they come back too, and they go in the car. They go $20 each
Yeah, and you just
or $33 each, and you're
and
like,
cash
what?
only.
I don't have
You're
$33
just bribing
cash.
somebody.
Oh, we go to ATM then. You need cash. Like, why do I need? Okay, what are you going to do? You're in a fucking car. The worst too is at night when you land these places at night. They take you to the hotel and you're driving through some fucking ghetto part of the area, and you're just going, I could be killed right now. Literally, no one would even know where I am.
Yeah, no one has any idea where you're
No idea
what your location is at
No,
this point.
no, and nobody cares, to be honest. But so you leave Tampa Monday, Tuesday a C day, Wednesday is 2 days, 2 C days.
I didn't even look at the itinerary.
Damn.
I'm still recovering from my drinking last night with you.
I feel good.
Old fashioned, 2 glasses of wine,
Martini.
It's just like
2 beers.
And 2 beers.
2
I had
Presidente.
1 beer.
You had 2.
No, I had 1.
At Corona?
It's too much drinking.
I think you had 2.
I don't drink like that anymore.
I don't drink either.
I quit 2 weeks ago.
On the ships, I don't drink, and then I come home and
Party
have a
up.
couple of pops. But yeah, when I get in that groove,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I wanna
you a
continue
party
it.
boy.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, come on, let's have another. I'm like, dude.
but I was also ready to leave after dinner if you wanted to. Like, I didn't say let's go out and have a cigar. I said, it's your call completely.
Yeah, here's him.
No, don't lie.
You want to go?
Don't
You want
lie.
to go have a cigar? I'm like, I don't. You know, I could do either or. Do you want to go? Well, it's right here. It's right here. We don't have to go, but it's right here, literally.
Never said this.
It's like a minute away.
I did not.
And we can just have a quick one and. Phew, and when it comes to that place, you love going in there.
I do, but
It's pretty spectacular.
I
It's
said,
like
hey,
Walmart of just
because I knew you
cigars.
traveled all day. So I said, if you want, if not, no problem. That's fine. Either way is fine.
I think you
Fine
said.
with me.
I said I could go. You go. You're going.
Yeah, that must have been it. Yes.
You're going.
Yes. I like your version.
I'm driving.
I like your version
I said,
of these
I
stories.
said this. I said, do you want me to call an Uber? No, we're going to go right by it. We're going to go by the cigar place and your hotel. So it was a good time.
I try to save you a few bucks on an Uber, man.
No, I appreciate
Happy to drop you off here. Hey, we were looking at some football yesterday. We made our picks last week. You got lucky. You did 2-1. You picked the Patriots correctly. You
Wow,
picked
did you see that game?
I saw that game.
Was it 30 seconds
Five-
left? Or,
5.
There was 5 after he scored a touchdown. Yeah. There was like 25 seconds left. And there was a kickoff return for 6, and then they get the extra point.
So Jets. I mean, they played great defense the whole game to lose like that to the Pats. I think the Pats have won now 14 in a row against the Jets.
They played earlier 3 weeks ago, and they beat them.
Yeah, so it's and then I took the Falcons and you took the Bears, so that was that 2-1, 2-1. But we should pick a few games for for this Sunday. When is this coming out now? This one? I don't remember.
Well, this is going to come out because we just had one come out this morning.
I'm sorry.
This is episode or volume 2010.
This is 2010.
210.
210. This is 2,000,000.
595. No, that was the check last
Podcast.
night at dinner. He paid for dinner. But he was going to town. I was going to have my steak and a drink. I actually bought the first round of drinks. $70. $70. 4 drinks.
Yeah, well, you got off
Oh
easy,
my
sir.
God. This is Tampa. What happened? When did it
Tampa
turn into
changed.
Miami?
Well, when Tom Brady showed up, and
Oh my God, Tom!
things started to change a little bit. Yeah, it's the old Tampa days are long gone.
Oh God! Oh, here's something he brought me.
What's that?
Like scored a steak dinner last night, and then he texted me, said, "Hey, do you want a coffee?" I said, "No, I have one." He goes, "I'm going to Dunkin's." I'm like, "I'm a New England boy."
That's right.
I said, "I'll take a regular Dunkin'. I'm going to Dunkin'. You want something?"
Little some. I'm looking at some games next. So this is airing Monday. So the games will have already happened. Okay. Let's look at 3 quick games here in the league where they
Play.
for pay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers facing off against the Cleveland Browns. Bucks are 5-5. Browns are 3-7. That's a you either win that game if you're the Bucks.
Yeah.
You got to win that game.
Yeah. Otherwise,
It's over.
yeah.
It's over. I mean, they're 5. They'll be 5-6.
I think they're pumped.
The Browns
I think they're starting to gel a little better.
gel. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm a Tom Brady fan, so that's where
Who?
I'm at.
Of course.
And Giselle keeps texting me. I'm like, dude, give it a little time.
Giselle.
Let the ink dry.
Right. Yeah.
As divorce papers.
Well, you write back to her. You just keep it. You keep it going a little bit, right? You don't just say, "Hey, let it dry." You go, "Hey, check in with
my
me
wife
in
gave
a
me
couple
permission.
weeks." Nice. Jets Bears. Let's go there. Jets. That stunning loss yesterday to the Pats.
But
That
their
has to hurt.
defense, second best in the league.
Yeah, the Bears stink. They're 3-8.
I'm going to go Jets.
I think we'll both go Jets on that one. I'm also going Buccaneers and the Browns. And where's the Pats? The Patriots are playing. Well, let's go. We'll pick 4 games because I want to do both.
Okay.
Giants, Cowboys, Thanksgiving. You're 4:30. Your tryptophan is kicking in. You're laying on the couch. G-men, Cowboys. Cowboys beat the Vikings 40-3 yesterday, and the Vikings have looked great. So I could be in trouble on Thursday. This could be ugly.
That upset. If someone's going to upset them, I would take the Giants.
Yeah, it's going to be. Let's see the line.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys just because.
Yeah,
it's against your Giants that beat my Patriots twice in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Helmet catches and whatnot.
Yeah, the perfect season was ruined.
Eli Sack decided to drop. He became a man during those games.
Hall of Famer. Cowboys are favored by 9, by the way, in that one. I will take the Giants, betting just with my heart. But
you taking the line?
No, I'm just letting you know they're favored by 9 on Thursday. It could be really ugly. And the Patriots. Thanksgiving evening after the Giant game, we go right into the Patriots and the Vikings. So we get Giants, Cowboys, and were you traveling that day? Or
I have a show Thanksgiving night, 10 o'clock.
Oh, jeez, that sucks.
I've never performed on Thanksgiving.
That seems un-American or something.
It's unreasonable.
Yeah, it's not legal. I don't think that's legal for an American to perform.
And then they have me traveling Friday. Black Friday.
The worst day of the year to travel.
I'm not racist. It's just what they call it.
The worst day of the year. And,
And
African-American Friday.
The reason why, because they didn't want to keep me on the ship a few extra days because they have to pay me.
That's right.
They got to prorate me.
That's right.
And so, do you know how much that ticket is to fly?
$8,000.
$8,000. It's almost as much as that.
The Chateaubriand.
Batman. He goes, "Come on, I'll buy you a steak." I'm like,
Wait. What did I do? I said, "Come on, I'll buy you a steak." You were the one on the podcast for the last year and a half going, "You're buying me a steak dinner. When I come to Tampa, you're buying me a steak dinner." I have it on 800 of these pods, for God's sake.
he gets off a ship.
I'm buying you a steak dinner.
He does a corporate show. He's telling me he's doing all these shows, and I'm making bank. I made a whole week's pay in 30 minutes,
and it's all gone. That was the corporate last night. That was it, man. That fucking bill.
I was happy with my $50 steak and a drink. You went to town. Come on, let's go. Steaks for everybody. Everybody. Steaks for everyone.
Chateaubriand. It looked great. It was great, and the ounce just made sense. So instead of buying 2 New York strips for,
we would have spent probably more if we had individual.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think the New York strips were like $62.
Yeah,
like that.
I think that's basically what the Chateau was, probably.
No,
but
the Chateau is the center of the fillet. It's the best part of the fillet. Like your niece had she had a center cut fillet, but it's the best part of
waking up.
Of waking up.
Folgers.
I used to
in your cup.
buy those.
Folgers?
No.
Well,
No.
By what?
Actually, I do buy Folgers. I buy the Gourmet Supreme.
Ooh.
Not the crystal. This is percolated.
You have a percolator?
Not a percolator. What do you call it? Drip.
Huh?
Drip coffee. What do you
Drip?
I don't know. What is it called? Help me out.
Drip coffee.
Dude, I don't know.
What are you talking?
You messed me up.
Percolator. Those are great. The old percolator.
Yeah.
That's
with the little glass top.
Oh God, that's the way to go.
You don't know what's happening in there. It's just this, steel,
nice.
aluminum.
But what's the drip one? A drip dry?
What's a regular coffee maker? What's it called? Drip, right?
I don't know. It's a coffee maker. I don't know.
It has a little basket and it pushes the water through and it drips slowly.
All right.
Not like a Keurig where it's just like instant.
Okay. So you're talking about a regular coffee maker?
Yeah.
You put the coffee in the filter.
Basket, filter.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
Drip filter?
Drip. Yeah, drip maybe. I don't know. I never heard the word drip used in that, but anyway.
In the comments below, tell us to go fuck ourselves about this conversation.
Yeah, drip. All right, I'll get off that.
Please.
Yeah, but what was the point? You had a point. The percolator. You said something about. I like that. Oh, the Folgers gourmet.
You took me. See, he does this because he knows about my train of thought. He derailed me. We do the Folgers gourmet.
Ooh, yeah. That seems like one of those things where they should change the name.
Yes, they should get rid of Folgers.
Right. Like I had a Ford Taurus SHO 8-cylinder, and it was great. But it's like, why is this a Taurus?
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
A Taurus is an old man car. Folgers is shitty coffee from 1970. But if you have this gourmet version,
instant coffee.
oh,
This
God.
is not. This is. But you'll pay between
$200
and $15 for a 26.4 ounce canister.
That's not bad. That's not
Well,
bad.
here's the thing. It used to be 30 ounce, so they kept the price the same and got rid of the extra ounces.
Ah, sons of bitches. That's what they do. That's how they get you. But everything's like that. I mean, I had a what do you call it? Fucking pretzels at one of the airports.
I wanted to say dildo, but I said I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go blue.
Thank you for staying adult and serious during a comedy podcast. I bought a bag of pretzels, and I opened it up. It was like pew, all air.
Yeah.
At the air. I'm like, it literally goes pew, and then you look in, and it's like 4 pretzels at the bottom. It's just a bag of air and not a window where you could see. There used to be a window.
Right.
You could see them. No more window.
No more window.
Now it just says a picture of a big pretzel on it, and they give you 4.
Yeah, the excuse is they put the extra air in to protect them from being crumbs.
Yes,
but that's an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an excuse.
I've had it with their excuses. So the Patriots Vikings. So we what do you? That's a good game. That's a good one to pick. Patriots are 6-4.
I'm going Pats.
I'll go Vikings. They're 8-2. I think they'll win. So there we go. Those are the picks in the league where they play
for pay.
All right, and we're taking you to the airport the port after this, and that next pod after this should have good. I'm interested in that Colombia travel story. That's going to be quite something.
You might not see me again.
I was going to say it was good to know you.
Yes, cheers.
Enjoyed it.
Go on my car.
But
Are you signing off right now?
there might be no. But I'm just saying there might be a reason that we're doing an in-person pod.
Yeah.
Right now, it could be destiny. May not.
I'm not saying that I'm going to lose my life, but I could be in prison.
I am. Well,
I could be in prison.
you could be like Brittany Griner.
Which one was she now?
Brittany Griner. That's the WNBA player who in Russia.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the marijuana oils.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take pot to Russia if I was going to Russia. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't look for it. I wouldn't try to purchase it.
She's 6'9" or something. And they're sending her to which I thought was a little, cruel, because she's a lesbian, and they're sending her to a penal colony, and that just seems mean.
That just seems mean, man.
Well, that was what was the movie?
James Colburn?
Yes, that's just
In the Mel Gibson movie?
Mel Gibson, Payback. Great movie.
He shoots his alligator
His luggage. and James Corbin's a tough mob guy. And he goes, that's just mean. Payback. It's a good movie.
Payback.
That was a good. Is a YouTube documentary I watched. That movie has a great history where it was almost 3/4 of the way shot, and Gibson and the producers hated the way it looked.
Version.
They were like, "It sucks," and they fired him. And then Mel Gibson took over, and they recut it and finished with a completely different ending. And then the Guild made them put the original director's name on it. But he didn't direct, really. It wasn't his movie at all.
The lawsuit.
But
So that was the deal. Say, do we do the lawsuit or do we just give him a piece of the back end?
and they say there's a couple of scenes in it. If you really get into them and watch, you can see where certain things don't make sense. because it's the old version. And then at the end, they had like I forget who it was, the female character. She has some kind of backstory. She's referencing it, but they didn't show any of that.
It's very similar.
So it's one of those where you go, that doesn't make sense.
It's very similar to the Two Dicks web series. There's like episodes that are just going along, you're pulled into the story, and all of a sudden it takes a left, and you're like, what happened? We ran out of time.
Where are they going with this? Are they
lazy.
hungover?
We got lazy.
They look sweaty.
We were improvising, and we just said, "That's funnier than what we wrote, but it doesn't make sense. Leave it."
I was looking at the Two Dicks, the Missing Woman. Is that, I forget, is that the title? The
Yes, Linda.
And it's funny when you look at that. We're like sweating. You can see the booze coming out of our pores, and it's hot in that garage, and we're going through garbage. It was like just pass out and fall down, you know.
Yep.
But
that's because we
made it
were
through.
In your garage in Tampa. What month?
I don't.
July?
It's if this is the air conditioning story, I'm going out the
it's
door
all-
here. Fuck you. I've heard that.
Next time I'm gonna have an air conditioner when we shoot in the garage.
Suddenly I'm Sling Blade. Yeah.
Ain't no bigger than a
I
squirrel.
like that meat, battered meat.
I sure like them French fried taters.
I like the way you talk. Yeah, it was a little warm in the garage.
I don't wet my finger when I put it in my butt.
Oh, that's ironic. If you're following the pod, people, and you're
know what we're
following,
talking
you'll know what
about.
we're talking about. If you don't, then you don't. Go back and catch up. Join the Patreon. It's like $5 a month, and it's all the episodes are there. Everything's there. Every video from every pod we've done.
210 pods, not including the live one that was horrendous. And am I right about the 16 web series episodes, or is it 17?
I think it's.
Or is it 18?
I think it might be 18
We
if
have
you
2 duds.
include the 2 duds we did during COVID, during the lockdown. But yeah, they're all up there. They're on the Patreon, and I got some. I put up couple of backstage little vids on the last couple ships I did, and that's on the Patreon, and it is pretty good. Thank you. And
Vegas Sticks came out well, right?
Vegas
After all?
Sticks did. It was great.
The only thing is it's 10 minutes long, and we usually try to do 5 minutes or less.
It's a lot of dick.
This was
10
epic
minutes.
because it had been nearly 3 years since our previous episode.
Yeah, 3 years, and we have a lot of guest stars. A lot of the 2-minute ones usually just me and you, but
John Campanera.
John Bazar.
We had Frank Del Pizzo, Bernadette Paula. We had Kelly.
Yeah, it was
We had Rick D'Elia behind the camera.
Mr. Magoo.
He had 2 pairs of glasses on his head. And
Yeah,
I said, "How's the focus?" He goes, "I don't know. Where are my glasses?" And the 3 people go, "They're on your head."
We didn't take that as a sign somehow.
Yeah.
Rick coming in with many glasses and a hearing aid, and we're asking him how sound and
Kane and
picture are. Yeah,
and he had bandages on his testicles.
that was weird. I don't know why we were even looking at those, but it just, what I mean? I remember just taking a break. We're all looking at his testicles. I was like, "What are we doing?"
Well, I told him to put pants on.
He didn't do it though.
He says he has
He
to
couldn't
let them
find them.
breathe.
He.
Wow. How do we get here? How do we get out of this?
How do we get out of this goddamn thing? I don't know. I'm looking at Rick D'Elia's testicles. That guy took a turn. All right. Well, have a good trip.
If you don't see me again,
It'll be Talking
enjoy
Dick,
the Talking Dick
comedy podcast.
Good luck in prison.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The Two Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
Subscribe.
Mary.
This was a horrible mistake.
Patreon.com/The Two Dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.